Madagaskar that specifically targets Russia. Here's our Europe editor, Katya Adler.
Unprecedented measures for an unprecedented situation is how the EU Energy Commissioner Kadri Simpson described evolving energy plans. Like the government in the UK, EU leaders fear the social, economic and political impacts of households and businesses struggling and failing to pay bills this winter. So today they agreed a common form of windfall tax. Now they don't call it that because of political sensitivities. They aim to cap the profits of electricity companies with low overheads and the oil and gas industries, all hugely benefiting from sky-high market prices. Instead, that money would be redirected towards supporting the destitute and the vulnerable. Details still need to be agreed, the EU hopes, by the end of this month. EU leaders are also looking at ways to reduce electricity consumption, similar to their target this summer to reduce gas consumption by 15%. But there's ongoing disagreement on proposals to cap the price of Russian gas, a de facto sanction on Moscow, or as some EU member states would prefer, capping all natural gas imports to keep prices down. Countries such as Germany and the Netherlands fear that could put off suppliers selling gas to the EU at all if they found higher bidders elsewhere.
Our Europe editor, Katya Adler. All of today's global news at bbc.com/news. Let's return to our main story, continuing coverage after the death of Queen Elizabeth yesterday. Naomi Grimley is here with me in the newsroom. We haven't talked much about what King Charles had to say about his fellows, about William becoming Prince of Wales, and also a mention of Prince Harry.
Yes, well, William's elevation, if you like, to be Prince of Wales is very important because, of course, it's the title that his father held before him. But it's also interesting that he said that he wants William to continue to inspire and lead our national conversations, helping to bring the marginal to the centre ground where vital help can be given. That seems like he was giving the green light to Prince William to continue with, issues that are close to his own heart. So whereas now King Charles recognised he has to rise above politics, he's almost saying to his son, take on the mantle of maybe tackling more controversial issues.
And, there have been strained relations, we're led to believe, between King Charles and his son Harry and his wife Meghan. There seemed to be a bit of an olive branch in these words in the address.
Yes, I think it has to be read as exactly that, as an olive branch. He said he gave his love to Harry and Meghan, but he did add, as they continue to build their life overseas, and some commentators have wondered whether that was very definitely saying they're not part of the royal family or the working royal family now as we know it. But I think it was his way to try and mend fences with those two.
And just finally, you and I have spoken a lot on the air over the last 24 hours since the news broke about Queen Elizabeth. What's the thing you're going to remember, Naomi, of the last day and the coverage and the conversations we've had?
I think it was those scenes when Prince Charles, or King Charles, as I should say, arrived at Buckingham Palace to be greeted by the crowds and one members of the crowd giving him a kiss.
Naomi, thank you. Now, there is another change that comes with the change of monarch, the change to the lyrics of the national anthem. We're used to singing God Save the Queen. In the last hour at St Paul's Cathedral, we heard the first official rendition of God Save the King. Someone who is more aware than most is Catherine Jenkins, the Welsh mezzo-soprano who sung the anthem at many national occasions. Today she recorded the new version for the BBC, and my colleague Sarah Montague caught up with her.
I think our anthem is an excellent one because of how it fits within the vocal range. It's easy to sing and it feels very patriotic, and I think it's lovely when we see people coming together.
And of course you will have sung it on occasions when the Queen was there.
I've sung this at things like the Diamond Jubilee and the Platinum Jubilee. They're all really, really wonderful memories. I feel incredibly blessed to have performed for her, to have met her, and to have been inspired by her.
What was she like when you met her?
Incredibly warm and informed, and I come from a family who, they always loved Her Majesty, my mum and my nana. They brought me up like that, and then the more that I met her and the older that I got, I just gained more and more respect for her, for who she was, what she stood for, how she had faith at the centre of her, herself and her decision making. And I think just the more respect I gained for her, it actually made it harder to sing for her because it would make me even more nervous.
Do you have a moment of sadness at the thought that you won't be singing God Save the Queen again?
Of course, this is an incredibly sad, heartbreaking time. You know, I think back to singing at Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee at Windsor Castle, and to be at an occasion like that was such an honour. But now when I look back at it even more so, it's very poignant because that was the last time that I sang for her, and of course we sang God Save the Queen then.
I wonder